today on Divorce Court.
I have some issues with my wife and she has some with me, and we can't seem to communicate.
I really can't stand Walter's insecurity and jealousy. He's very controlling as far as what I wear, how I wear my hair.
It seems to me like she's always looking for self-validation in the eyes of other men. Being an Israelite, we feel like a woman can't dress provocatively if she's in a relationship with a man.
I want the judge to hear both of our sides, but if he say no, it's gonna be my way, then I can't be with him. We gotta get a divorce.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Walter Willis and Gloria Willis. The two of you have been married for 3 years and you have 2 children together. Mrs. Willis, you say you are done and you want out. Mr. Willis, you want to save this marriage. And you've come here to ask me to take a look at your marriage, what's going on, and see if I could give you any assistance in keeping this union together. So are both of you on the same page with having a willingness to do something to save it? Is it both of you there?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're not completely gone already.
1 foot out the door.
1 foot out the door, we're gonna try to keep the other one in. Okay,
Yes.
Mr. Willis, I'm gonna start with you. You tell me what you believe is the problem in your union.
I believe the problem is she's more or less stuck in her own ways and she don't want to take any kind of guidance from me or listen to, you know, what I have to say as far as how I feel like our household should be ran, or what our roles is as parents and husband and wife.
My understanding is, however, you don't believe that she supports your religious beliefs, which in turn is one of the reasons why she doesn't behave in a manner in which you approve.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me a little about your religion and tell me when you came to this realization that this was the religion you were going to practice.
Well, about 20 years ago, I realized that I was an Israelite.
Okay.
As far as our beliefs go, we just feel like a man has a part to play and a woman has a part to play. And, you know, my role as a man is to be the provider, to be the protector, and, you know, to just make sure she's happy. Like, as far as the dressing goes and all that stuff, I feel like, you know, if you're in a committed marriage, then you shouldn't be showing off your body to everybody else. She thinks that I just want her walking around looking like a bum, and that's not the case. Like, I just want her to be conservative.
The problem can't just be about clothes, right? No. I need you to tell me what are the strictures and commandments or rules in your religion that she does not want to abide by.
Well, I mean, you know, as far as like keeping the Sabbath holy and the dietary laws, she's, you know, on board with that. But
okay.
I feel like her family and friends, when she talks to them and, you know, they tell her, like, they're in their own spirituality, so they're telling her, like, I'm crazy or I don't know what I'm talking about or whatever. Like, that's not right for you to be doing that type of stuff. Like, listening to me about
So do you have a problem with her socializing or talking to family and friends who you believe don't respect your religion? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't have no problem with her talking to them. Like, I got a problem with her talking to them, downgrading me. Like,
I don't even have no more friends because of him.
How is it because of me, though? Like, I didn't tell you to get rid of your friend.
No, they don't
What
talk
happened?
to me because of him. I had one friend, we talking on the phone, we sitting in the car, and we was talking about something, and she was like, well, she said my ex name, does he know anything what's going on or something like that? And I was like, yeah, if he knew what I was going through, he'll feel bad that we broke up. Oh, you talking to your ex? Oh, you talking to your ex? All up in my face. We at his family barbecue. Like this, I think this is the first time I'm meeting these people. And we get into it real bad. Like he just in front of everybody just blowing up on, are you talking to your ex? And then if she was your friend, why would she be bringing your ex up? I can't control what people say. And plus you was meddling in my conversation.
Okay. Listen, what disturbs you the most about the conflict that the two of you have about how you should run your household?
Okay. I feel like when the kids need to be disciplined, they need to be disciplined. He let them get away with everything. Like, I tell them to clean up. I come back in maybe 10, 15 minutes later, stuff still everywhere. So I'll sit down or something and come back, stuff still on the floor. So I'm like, y'all didn't hear me about this stuff on the floor, get this up. Everybody just still sitting there. So if I tell him to tell them to do it, they get up and do it. But when I tell, even my child, my son that I got by myself, He don't listen to me. But when I get the hollering, cussing, fussing, and I get an attitude and I'm in the uproar, that's when everybody want to listen. It shouldn't even have to come to that. And then you should be the man telling them, like, if she tell y'all do something, y'all need to jump and do it instead of just sitting around and do it. When they ask me to cook, I get up and cook. I don't sit around and wait unless the kitchen dirty.
Mr. Willis, do you back her up in your efforts to, in her efforts to discipline the kids? Do you make sure your mother said it, you need to do it, boom?
All the time, yo. All the time I do that.
With my son.
Hang on.
Not just with her son. The difference is when her son does something, she don't get irate and belligerent like she does when my kids do something. When my kids do something, it's like the worst thing imaginable. You know, a piece of paper on the floor, then all hell breaks loose. But if her son can walk around in his paper all the time and there's nothing said about it.
Do you treat his kids from another relationship differently than you treat your own?
I don't feel like I treat them like stepkids, but in the beginning it was a struggle. I say here lately I have just been like, you know what, some stuff don't even matter. I shouldn't get mad about or blow up on them about, just let it go. And then some stuff I be like, I try to tell them like, I'm just teaching them how I was taught. That's pretty much
My understanding is that there are holidays that you would like to celebrate that he doesn't want to celebrate, so you do as he pleases. Is that accurate?
He told me, as far as his religion, that we're not supposed to do man-made holidays. And I respect that, but I'm like, my son grew up, he's 9, and I've been giving him Christmases for the last 5 or 6 years, and just all of a sudden just stop it out the blue. That's crazy to me, but I do it. And then my son be like, oh, Mom, I want to go trick-or-treat, and I tell him he can't go trick-or-treat. And then Christmas, I have to wait till the next day or either the day before to buy him stuff, and everybody else talking about they opening up their Christmas gifts on that day, or his girls come over and be like, yeah, we did this on Christmas. So how does that make my son feel that he has to wait a day before or a day after to celebrate Christmas instead of celebrating it on the day? Or Halloween, he's nagging me, oh, Halloween coming up, Easter coming up. Oh, Mama, we can't celebrate that. So how does that make him feel? So I just try to look out for my son.
Did you talk to him about that stuff before you married him?
No,
because
we
that
got
seems
married.
really basic.
We got married real quick. Like, we met, and like 2 weeks later, we was gonna get married, but he didn't have his ID or nothing. So we got married like 90 days after we got together.
Did you make it clear to her that that was the nature of the sacrifice she needed to make to be with you?
Well, first, Your Honor, when I first started teaching her about it, she was all aboard. Like, she was willing to learn. However, talking to her family, they are the ones who put this in her head that her son been celebrating Christmas all his life. Why ain't he celebrating Christmas now? Like, I just feel like tradition gonna send a lot of people to hell. Like, it's not right to celebrate pagan holidays, and that's where they are.
What question did I ask you?
I don't know, man.
And can I say this to you, because I think this is part of the problem that the two of you have? You're so stuck on making your point with respect to religion that you can't discuss the concerns that you have with your wife and how they affect her. You can stay with your beliefs, you can do all of that, but you have to understand somebody else's position and not just rely on, this is what I believe, so get it together. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of that, that's what you said. This is what I believe, get it together, and you didn't speak to the problem I raised, which was, still don't know. That's why your marriage is falling apart.
She likes to walk behind me or walk in front of me. She never likes to walk by my side. So in my mind, I'm like, why are you walking in front of me or why are you walking behind me? Like, you don't want to be seen with me?
I'm going to talk to him about that a little bit later on to help you to communicate past where you are right now. But I need to hear from you, other than the holidays, other than the dressing, what concerns you about, not his religion, but about your marriage and the voice and the role that you play in it?
I feel like in my household, if I'm the woman of the house, you're supposed to let me do my woman dues, like take care of the kids, cook, buys everything. He does everything. He does the grocery shopping. He buys everybody clothes in the house, including mine. He goes and buys all the household items from the store. He does.
I don't think, now what you complaining about?
I'm not complaining.
I don't understand the problem there.
But there is no problem problem with that at all, but I feel like sometimes, like if I need some detergent right then and there, he wants to wait 2 and 3 days later. I feel like I should get out, go to the store and go get what I need. I shouldn't have to wait 2 and 3 days on you or whenever you feel.
I'm with you. Let me ask you this, Mr. Willis. Is there a problem? Do you find it a problem allowing her to go out and shop and do things? Are you doing these things so she doesn't leave the house or doesn't have interactions with other people?
No, ma'am. I'm just a more conservative shopper. Like I value money, you know, so I shop better than her.
He wants to buy all this generic stuff that don't work. I ain't got time for that. I need to buy what...
It don't be generic.
Just like when
that.
we first got together, we in the grocery store shopping, a male coming up the aisle. He saying, oh, he must look good to you because you got your eyes on him. So we keep on walking. He walking up ahead of me now. When we in the grocery store, he wants me to stay with him at all times. I can't run over here and get the deodorant or something because I seen it might have been on sale. He wants to walk the whole store. So I'm walking up. No, he's walking away from me. I'm trying to keep up with him. I'm not about to keep trying to keep up with you. He left me in the grocery store with 3 baskets of food, 3 grocery carts and the baby.
Did you do that?
And walk outside. And the people
Your Honor, if we go into the store together, we are together. We are to walk together.
But it's
we
okay
going
for
through the
you
store.
to walk away, but I can't walk away.
Can I talk? She won't even let me talk.
Hang on.
We came together, so we should act like a couple. We should be seen like a couple walking through the store. However, she likes to walk behind me or walk in front of me. She never likes to walk by my side. So in my mind, I'm like, why are you walking in front of me or why are you walking behind me? Like, you don't want to be seen with me?
I'm with you. I got you. I see you. Right there. I can help you.
There's been times where we've been in the store together and we together in the aisle. And I look up and she's gone. And I walk around the aisle looking for her and she's over there looking at fish with another guy. Like, we came together. Why are you over here searching for fish with another dude?
Do you believe Walter is too controlling of Gloria? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Divorce Court. Mr. Willis, I think you got a couple of things confused. I think you love this woman. I think you actually do want her to be happy. But I also think that somehow you're using your religion as a way to piece out your insecurities. 2 separate things. Your responses to her walking in front of you or behind you in the grocery store is disproportionate to the concern that it should raise. I could go all the way over one way and all the way over this way in a store with my husband. It doesn't have anything to do with whether or not we're together. You seem to need such support and measured rigidity with respect to your ownership of her that you're unable just to let her breathe and live when she's really not doing anything wrong. I mean, no, and I know you don't want to hear me, Mr. Willis.
It ain't that. It's like you didn't even hear my stories on that matter.
But you just told me.
No, she told you her stories, and then I had to tell you, I had to respond to her stories. But
what's your story? Tell me your story.
There's been times where we've been in the store together, and we together in the aisle. And I look up and she's gone. And I walk around the aisle looking for her, and she's over there looking at fish with another guy. Like, we came together. Why are you over here searching for fish with another dude? You got your son.
She was searching for fish, and another dude happened
we didn't
to be near her.
We didn't come in for fish, though.
Mr. Willis, I want to help you so much. I think you're a good guy. I really do. I think you're a good guy who wants to do the right thing, who wants to love his wife. But you have a fear there that sets into motion anger about situations and supposed infidelities that are not occurring.
Thank you.
And I think that if you can separate that out and work on that, you shouldn't be fearful like that. Because that's a fear response. Why is she standing with the fish with another dude? She's not with another dude.
It ain't that. It's a person can have a lustful heart without going through the act. So she can be lustful without.
Do you believe she's lustful? Do you believe she cheats on you?
I don't think she would literally cheat on me, but I think she enjoys like having men look at her or try to approach her to talk to her just so she can turn them down.
What leads you to believe that her desire is to attract men and turn them down?
She's an attention seeker. Like, she just likes attention. She likes for the attention to be on her.
That's a conclusion. You need to give me some examples that would lead me to the same conclusion you've come to.
I just gave you one about the fish, but you downplayed that.
You know, Mr. Willis, I have absolutely no desire to attack you or demean you or to tell you your religion is wrong. I'm trying to help you keep your wife, okay?
I understand. But what about helping her keep me? Like,
you're so defensive, even when I'm trying to tell you something. Clearly, things aren't as you want them to be. I'm trying to help you take another look at the situation to allow you to get in the situation that you want it to be in. But you're fighting me every step of the way. Your unwillingness to let go of that which you believe beyond all doubt, not religiously, but with respect to her and anybody who tries to make you, hey, new perspective, you fight. And I can't help you if that's what you're gonna do. Which of Walter's rules for Gloria do you think's unreasonable? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. A lot of guys lose their wives for reasons they don't understand. And I don't want that to happen to you. The best way to understand a woman is to hear her. Hear how she feels and what part you play in how she feels. Mr. Willis, what she's telling you is you're making her feel less than. You're making her feel like she's not good enough. You're making her feel low. She's lost her self-esteem. She feels belittled. She feels small. She doesn't feel lifted up. She doesn't feel valued. She feels put upon. She feels put down. She feels walled off, lonely, uninspired, and crying for some care and some love and some trust. That's how she feels. And it's not hard to give a woman those things, but you got to get off of what you want all of the time. I know you're shaking your head.
Her, this is so biased.
This is what I do.
It's so biased. This whole setup is so biased. Like, I'm the plaintiff, and all you doing is listening to her feelings. You're not listening to nothing I'm saying.
Oh, I told you I respected your religion and your beliefs all of that. But I'm trying to help you keep your wife. She's the one that wants to leave. All I'm asking you to do is listen to her. That's all I've asked you to do.
Listening to me, though?
I haven't gotten through to you yet. How do I get to her if I can't talk to you?
But he does.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I know he doesn't. Look, you know, Mr. Willis, I wish you the best. I do. I wanted this to work for you. I wanted you to be happy. It would take so little to keep her happy. And I just wanted to explain what it was. And I can't do that. And I wish I could. I wish you the best, Miss Willis. I hope that you can find your sense of self and support. Mr. Willis, I hope you can be happy too and feel comfortable with her and with where you are and what she does. I want your life to be a happy one and a good one. And I think that in order to do that, you might have to be you'll need to have the ability to change your perspective. Look at things differently. You don't have to accept them differently, but have the willingness to change. I don't think he's gonna do it. I wish you the very best, though, the both of you. I really, really do. And good luck to you. This matter's adjourned. Mr. Willis wasn't a bad guy. He was simply stuck. Whatever he was feeling, whatever he was afraid of, and usually it's fear, he couldn't let go of it long enough just to see over the mountaintop of his problem so he could possibly see a solution. No matter how logical you are, no matter how hard you try, no matter how heartfelt you may be, you can't make people listen.